Hello, my name is Mia. Today I'm going to share about the research that I did about how art can be a powerful tool for activism. About 2.5 years ago, when I was doing research for one of my first year subjects, I discovered O'Brien and Howard's Living School concept. I remember my heart swelled with elation after reading the article published by the founders because the concept resonates so much with my personal philosophies and values. The concept stresses that our well-being is intertwined with that of other people and the natural environment, and therefore the ultimate purpose of education should contribute to the well-being for all sustainably. Sadly, the current school system mainly focuses on training workers who contribute to economic profitability rather than preparing students to meet the perceived challenges and the demands of the 21st century. And one of the challenges that humanity is currently facing is the time-sensitive environmental issue. So, as a nature lover and someone who firmly believes that human race cannot survive without nature, I was excited when I had the opportunity to explore why art can be a powerful tool for environmental activism. And today, I would like to share with you the result of my research. I started my research by wondering why and how art can be a powerful tool for activism, and I discovered that the power of art lies in its incredibly diverse forms of expression, such as visual art, performing arts, literary art, street art, and etc. These diverse art forms have made art a powerful and effective communication tool to introduce and get across important environmental messages to broad audiences. And the messages that are conveyed through art are often more attractive, potentially less serious, and more understandable. This makes complex environmental issues more approachable, especially for audiences who lack scientific knowledge. For example, a simple yet important messages of loving the earth can be delivered through a beautiful art installation by Brot, a French artist who cares deeply about the preservation of biodiversity, the conservation of living species, and renewable energy. I found the installation very captivating and innovative as the artist used recycled plexiglass to create colorful art piece that interacts with sunlight to create vibrant shadows on the exterior wall of a building. The artist also used an interdisciplinary approach by combining visual arts and the technology. The art piece was controlled by a drone to create a very cool effect of alternating the shadow of a heart symbol and the earth. As previously mentioned, there are many different types of art form, and I feel a little bit lost about where to begin my research. Then an awesome idea struck me: street art. This is because in Melbourne City, I have seen tourists posing with street art and taking photographs. According to Benz, arts have the potential to engage and move audiences on a profound emotional, personal level that in turn inspires change in viewers' attitudes and behaviors. This is especially true for street art because the unexpected encounters are more likely to provoke audiences to start thinking and exploring, in this case, environmental issues. This naturally promotes environmental awareness and engagement with the issues among the audiences. I really love the "I Don't Believe in Global Warming" by Banksy, a world-famous British artist and political activist whose true identity remains unknown. The street art is very powerful, although the text is the only obvious element. When I first look at the street art online, the part of the text that is obscured by the water affects me emotionally, as it gives me a sense of urgency. The art transfers a strong message that global warming is happening, although the written text is "I don't believe in it." As a pre-service teacher, I knew it is crucial to foster a harmonious relationship between my students, self, others, which includes other non-human inhabitants, and the nature. Therefore, I plan to teach this topic by focusing on deforestation to explore how the issue disrupts biodiversity through a multidisciplinary approach. I plan to incorporate the topic of deforestation mainly in science and art because these two learning areas are deeply intertwined with the emphasis on practice, investigation, and representation. I agree with Bruce Heath, which is the author. Because the background knowledge explored through the lens of science will contribute to a deeper and more meaningful creative process in the arts. In addition to science, I will also weave the topic into the literacy curriculum. The learning sequence is designed to build students' background knowledge on deforestation and street art. The lessons will offer opportunities for exploration, investigation, and discussion on the topics. For example, I plan to discuss the effects of deforestation in the science class after watching the animated version of the book There's an Orangutan in My Bedroom. I will also conduct experiments related to deforestation, such as soil erosion and increase in temperature experiments. I believe these processes are crucial because they help the students to understand how these issues are connected to their lives. In the literacy class, students will be given a poem about deforestation and they will work in groups to recite the poem. The art lessons are designed according to the guidelines of Victorian curriculum as they provide students the opportunities to explore ideas, learn about art practices and famous street art artists. Practice responding and interpreting their artworks. During the class, the students and I will look at a few environmental themed street arts and discuss how artists use their arts as a tool for activism. There will be a sharing session which the students and I discuss and respond to the selected street arts and share how they affect us emotionally and personally. These process aim to prepare and motivate students to create art that touch themselves and their audiences. The students are required to consolidate what they have learned by creating a street art about deforestation as their final project. They will create their own street art on the papers that are stick on the wall to resemble the experience of creating real street art. The street art project is designed based on Winston's 6 principles of learning through beauty. The topic of exploration is deeply connected to students' own lives because Australia is facing deforestation crisis that causes mammal extinction, biodiversity loss, and high carbon emission. This aligns with Winston's 2nd principle. The street art project is an open-ended art project that focuses on the process of creating that encourage students to express their ideas differently. The students also have the freedom to create according to their preferences regarding the medium and techniques they want to use. This aligns with Winston's 1st and last principle of attending to the students' expressive capacities and allowing different ways of responding to the beauty. The discussion session after viewing the street art allows me to model to students how I was personally moved by the art, which aligns to Winston's 3rd principle. So, that's everything I would like to share about my journey of exploring art as a powerful tool for activism. I have certainly gained a lot from my journey. Before I end my speech, I would like to stress that art has the powerful tool to change the world. Therefore, it should be treated as a priority in school rather than an add-on, so that all students can realize their rights to learn in, through, and about art.